Tap the app. Download the Fox 56 Weather Authority app now.
Now at 10, fans at a high school soccer game shout an offensive phrase at the opposing team. How the Fayette County School District is responding.
The Lexington Police Department tries to slow gun violence in the city. How it's asking the community to step in and help.
And we've got a great Labor Day weekend forecast ahead. Lots of heat. We're going to talk about it coming up.
Live from Lexington, our home, your news. This is Fox 56 News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Andrea Walker.
And I'm Marvin Bartlett. This afternoon, some Fayette County parents got a letter addressing an incident at a high school soccer game this week.
Dunbar fans were heard shouting a homophobic chant during Wednesday's game. Danielle Miskell explains how the district is responding.
Dunbar High School faced off against Lafayette Wednesday. When Lafayette went for the goal kick, as customary, fans of the opposing side started shouting chants to distract the player, but it didn't sit well with others. When translated, the four-letter Spanish word is slang for gay prostitute. Jared Peck, sports reporter for the Lexington Herald-Leader, posted this to his X account. He says, once again, sick to hear fans of Dunbar utter the FIFA-banned homophobic slur on an opponent's goal kick tonight. It's beneath the dignity of a six-time state champion, plus the school. His post got the school district's attention.
With regards to bigotry and hatred and hate speech, there is a zero tolerance here in the district for that. Principal Loscheider is in the process of investigating there at the school, speaking with coaches and individuals who were actually there at the game to see if we can sort of piece together who and where the genesis of all of this occurred.
The district is also investigating if the fans who shouted the chants were students of Dunbar High School.
We are not aware of any connectivity to any person or persons from our school family.
But in an article posted by the Dunbar High School newspaper Lamplighter, students, including those of Hispanic descent, passionately wrote about their disappointment and intolerance for the Spanish discriminatory word. Junior Christian Delgado said in the article, "We enjoy the support of the fans, but we don't condone this type of behavior from them." And Dunbar goalie David Betancourt said he hopes those chants don't reflect his teammates, and said our fans need to learn how to be respectful and not use that word. Danielle Miskell, Fox 56 News.
Dia Davidson-Smith said moving forward, all games will begin with an announcement that if any hate speech or discriminatory chants are heard, those fans will be removed immediately, possibly even banned at all sporting events.
Scott County is also addressing a situation that happened last week during a blackout-themed high school football game following reports of a student wearing head-to-toe black body paint. Superintendent Billy Parker says the district has been made aware of the situation, which is being investigated. He goes on to say that Scott County Schools does not promote or support discriminatory behavior of any kind for any reason. And regardless of the intent of the student behavior, they will use this opportunity to educate the student community as to how certain behaviors are never acceptable due to their historical context.
A child is facing charges tonight, weeks after bringing a gun to a Lincoln County elementary school. The district shared the news on social media this afternoon. School leaders say a student brought a firearm to Highland Elementary on August 14th. The child's caregivers told the principal about the incident yesterday, which led to an immediate investigation. The child is facing disciplinary actions from the school, along with legal charges filed by the Stanford Police Department. Superintendent Bruce Smith says while he wishes they'd known about the incident sooner, he's glad no one was hurt. He went on to say, quote, "School safety is the responsibility of everyone. Parents are encouraged to speak with their children about the severity of this situation and the consequences of bringing weapons or other banned items on school campuses. And most importantly, if you see something, say something."
Well, it's been a beautiful start to the Labor Day weekend, and there are a lot of things going on over the next 3 days.
Let's check in with meteorologist Justin Esterly to see how the temperatures are going to look.
Well, we're going to keep warming up after today. We hit the upper 80s or mid to upper 80s in some spots. Tomorrow, we're going just a little bit higher, inching closer to 90. Plenty of sunshine for your Saturday. Starting off the morning in the upper 60s, getting into the 70s pretty quick, 80 by midday, and then we're going towards them upper 80s by later in the afternoon. That's going to roll into a toasty evening as well. Temperatures right now, not terrible, but we are in the 70s, mostly in the low 70s. We've got 78 still here in Lexington, though. We are going to fall about as far as the dew points will let us. Currently, they're in the mid to upper 60s, so we are seeing a little bit of that humidity start to work back in. Our temperatures will not go below that, so we're talking low to mid 60s overnight tonight. Clear for the most part, high pressure in the area. Clouds creeping up from the south, but we won't see them impact as much as we head into tomorrow. So tonight, mostly clear, not as cool. Let's get you down to about 66. Labor Day weekend, a lot of things happening. We're going to go through the toasty forecast here in full detail in a couple of minutes.
Thanks, Justin. The Lexington Police Department is working to reduce gun violence in the city, and now it's asking gun owners to do the same.
Officers say 90% of all firearms reported stolen in the city were taken from cars. George MacArthur has some ways you can help police be proactive in preventing crimes.
The message seems simple.
If you can take the firearm in at night, that is a big help.
Many gun owners have probably left one in their car at night or while running a quick errand, or left it in plain sight. Police say when it comes to owning a gun, there's no excuse for being irresponsible.
The crime of opportunity. The person's going around looking for door handles or looking in the window, trying to see something. They see something of value, and they seize that moment.
Lexington Police Department says there were 51 guns stolen from cars in July alone. Of the 278 guns stolen since the first of the year, 250 of them were taken from vehicles.
Share your camera with us. That detective can send that person an email to the contact information they provide and send it straight to them and say, hey, I have this case in this area. I would like to see the video footage this date, this time.
Sergeant Guy Miller says the department's newest technology, Fusus, will help with their investigations through a network of linked security cameras, but he is asking for the community's help.
We get out with the suspect and we do come across that firearm and we run it and it comes back as stolen, then they're in possession of that firearm. And that's where it's really important, if your firearm is stolen, to take note of the make, model, serial number.
Again, your gun should go with you when you leave a car. Glove boxes and undercar mats are the first places thieves will look for weapons and other valuables. In Lexington, George MacArthur, Fox 56 News.
An Ohio man is facing charges after leading police on a chase down I-64 in Franklin County. Deputies say Gary Anderson was driving 85 in a 55-mile-per-hour construction zone. He refused to pull over, ignoring their blue lights. When they finally got him to stop, deputies noticed a strong smell of alcohol and marijuana, along with several open containers. Police say Anderson resisted arrest. He was tased by KSP but continued to fight, at one point reaching for his waistband. Police ended up punching him to restrain his hands, and you can see the result in his mugshot. Anderson's dog was shot during the altercation after biting one of the officers in the leg. Anderson is in the Franklin County Detention Center facing 9 separate charges.
Lexington police were called out to Pearl Street early this morning after a car crashed into 2 houses. Just before 2:30 a.m., the police were called to that area. When they arrived, the driver took off, but police say both houses are okay. The crash damaged the yards and fences and some of the porch. The investigation is still going on. Also, Lexington police are investigating a multi-car crash at the intersection of East New Circle and Liberty Roads. Officers say the white van was making a left turn onto Liberty when it was hit by a black pickup. A passenger in the van was taken to the hospital with minor injuries. No one else was hurt. The driver of the van was charged with having an invalid driver's license.
A federal appeals court heard arguments today on if a ban on gender-affirming care should be lifted. The issue is part of Senate Bill 150, approved by the General Assembly amid protests earlier this year. The ACLU is asking judges to allow the treatment for transgender youth to continue as the court decides the law's fate. Attorneys for the state say it's the state's right to decide what type of care is permitted. Attorneys for the ACLU told judges banning the treatment is harmful to those who need it. Judges didn't say when a ruling will be issued.
New developments are underway in Danville, adding a number of new businesses, leaving community members guessing about what's to come. This land has been vacant for the last 23 years, but new life is being breathed into the area. Danville has currently seen several new projects, ranging from restaurants to gas stations, from doctors' offices to nursing homes, new distilleries, and stores.
We're a hub for economic development. Our primary industries, the hospitals and government services, it allows secondary businesses like the restaurants and hotels to support our Main Street businesses, gives more opportunity for workforce development. for students that may be here, for retirees that may be looking for part-time work, or just diversification of our industries.
Chick-fil-A is expected to be the first of many restaurants in this area, and Danville residents and economic developers say they're excited to see what the new projects will bring to the community.
A Central Kentucky nonprofit is hoping you keep it in mind when picking up your groceries.
Coming up, how your milk and bread can make a big impact.
The first 10 minutes of Fox 56 News at 10 were brought to you commercial-free. Sponsored by Fayette Heating and Air.
Get ready to rock. Playing in your town. It's the biggest show ever. One place with lightning, the other place with boom.
There's something we can dance to.
The Big Bang Theory.
Weeknights at 6 and 7:30 on Fox 56.
At Fayette Heating and Air, you'll hear a friendly voice ready to turn your problems into solutions every time. That's our every time promise.
At Fayette Heating and Air, we back up every job with the best guarantees in the business. Every time. That's our every time promise.
At Fayette Heating and Air, we offer same-day emergency service with no overtime fees. Every time. That's our every time promise.
At Fayette Heating and Air, we value your time with convenient online scheduling. Every time. That's our every time promise.
Everybody's always asking, what's there to do at Patty's? Come on, I'll show you. And y'all, it just doesn't get any better than this. See you at the settlement. We even left the lights on for you.
Hey, did you hear about this Precious Sevens?
Yes, it's a game that you can play 3 different ways. It's a scratch-off game, it's also a fast play game, and you can even play Precious Sevens as an online instant game. Crazy, right?
Precious Sevens from the Kentucky Lottery. 3 ways to play, more ways to win.
Need a hand with that?
Funding more than $4.8 billion in grants and scholarships.
Daniel Cameron's attacks on Governor Beshear are wrong.
I spent 32 years in law enforcement. Beshear followed Trump's lead for early release of nonviolent offenders during COVID.
Andy Beshear is the best governor for law enforcement in my lifetime. He don't preach, party. More state troopers, raises for cops, and anything that we need. Beshear gets it done.
I'm a Republican, and Andy Beshear is doing everything he can to keep our community safe.
And we can count on him to have our backs.
Performing their greatest hits.
What up? We are footprints on the moon.
The Big Bang Theory.
Weeknights at 6 and 7:30. This is Fox 56 News.
Welcome back. The Mid-May Museum is a staple of that community, which is why city leaders say it's crucial to keep it up and running.
There's now a way you can help by just shopping for groceries. The museum is now registered with Kroger as a community rewards nonprofit organization. Anyone with a Kroger shopper's card and a digital account can select the museum to earn money at no extra cost to the shopper. The museum gets financial help from city government, donations, volunteers, and a grant from Keeneland. The community rewards program is expected to add to that in a big way.
Programs like this with Kroger are huge for us because these are all volunteers. The city does subsidize this, but nobody's making money here. And in order for this to be around and to stay and to continually be updated, we need the public's help with soliciting donations. So this is going to be huge for us.
Check out this story on fox56news.com to use the Kroger Community Rewards Program to benefit nonprofits such as this one.
An iconic Central Kentucky landmark has a new owner. The Kentucky Castle in Versailles sold this week for $19 million. The 53-acre property was sold to TKC Hospitality Group, headed by Wes Henderson, the co-founder of premium whiskey brand Angel's Envy. The property is currently a hotel, restaurant, and wedding venue. It's unclear what the new owner's plans are for the future.
A young woman from Central Kentucky is raising awareness after a recent accident, and she's hoping to do so so on a national level. 22-year-old Kayla Lacey from Stanton is in Michigan for the Miss Wheelchair America competition, which gives women in wheelchairs the chance to be a national advocate for those going through similar things. Lacey, who is Miss Wheelchair Kentucky, had a bad spinal cord injury after a driving accident. She uses this story to empower others, and she's having a great time meeting other young ladies with similar stories.
I've just really had a fun time, been able to meet so many different other girls that, understand me. And we share the same struggles, victories, it's just been a really amazing time here.
The crowning gala will be tomorrow night at 7:30.
Coming up, we'll go around the world in 56 seconds.
Including a new website, how the Pentagon is using it to track UFOs.
And tomorrow's game day, we're going to talk about the forecast for UK versus Ball State. Details coming up.
Tonight's Mega Millions jackpot is $85 million. Tomorrow's Powerball jackpot is $420 million.
You're watching Fox 56 News. Our home, your news.
Feels good to be home.
Ashley's Labor Day sale is going on now. This weekend only. Save big on doorbusters starting at just $199. Plus, update any room in your home for only $598. Or get 0% interest for 60 months. Going on now at Ashley.
Losing weight is never easy. If you're looking for the most affordable options to reach your goals, then look no further than the experts at Horizon Weight Loss and Sculpting, now offering the newest medication to help shed those unwanted pounds. Semaglutide will give you the results you're looking for. Only $2.99 for the first 4 weeks. Hurry in for your free consultation and don't miss out on this special offer. To see how this incredible drug can change your life, visit HorizonWeightLoss.com.
When I gave birth to my daughter, I started hemorrhaging.
After being diagnosed with cancer, I needed surgery and chemotherapy.
I was diagnosed with sickle cell anemia as a baby.
I needed a blood transfusion.
I needed multiple transfusions.
I've needed many transfusions.
The Kentucky Blood Center saves lives by facilitating donations locally.
A blood donor saved my life.
A blood donor saved my life.
A blood donor saved my mom's life.
This is your wake-up call to start your morning with a delicious DQ biscuit sandwich made to order with your choice of sizzling Purnell sausage or mouth-watering hickory smoked bacon, stacked up with a warm egg and topped off with a fluffy home-style buttermilk biscuit. Oh, this biscuit sandwich is so good, it almost makes you wish the alarm would go off a little earlier. Almost. Kickstart your day with a DQ biscuit sandwich made just for you. DQ, happy tastes good.
They remind us of the wonder of living and the power of quiet moments that put life into focus. The mountains are calling. Plan your next memory at gatlinburg.com. Feels good to be home.
Ashley's Labor Day mattress sale is going on now. Save up to $800 on top-rated adjustable mattress sets. Or get 0% interest for 60 months. Plus, get a free Yeti cooler with qualifying purchases. Only at Ashley.
A new way to track UFOs and a statewide prayer in Hawaii.
Those stories and more as we go around the world in 56. The Pentagon is launching a new website for UFO information and reporting. Officials say the database will be updated as more information becomes cleared for the public. The website is still under construction but should be available by this fall.
In Hawaii, an island-wide vigil was held today for the victims of the Lahaina wildfire. Ceremony started at sunrise and continued through sunset. More than 100 people were killed in the devastating wildfires.
Students in Ukraine went back to school today with a combination of in-person and online classes. School leaders say they're doing everything possible to keep kids' minds off the ongoing war with Russia. All students will be provided free food and transportation.
Pope Francis made a historic trip to Mongolia today, one of the world's smallest and newest Catholic communities. The Catholic Church has only had a sanctioned presence there since 1992. During his 4-day visit, Francis will meet with diplomats and local officials and deliver a speech.
Well, it's Friday night. You know what that means.
Home team Friday nights back for week 3.
Luckily, the storms we experienced last week won't be making a return tonight. Stick with us. Around 10:35, our sports team will join us to recap all the action under the Friday night lights.
Now, your forecast from Fox 56 News, the weather authority.
And that's just the start of what's going to be a very busy weekend. We've also got UK football kicking off tomorrow. Labor Day weekend is a very busy time indeed. It's unofficially the end of summer. We don't really see that actually on our calendar until late September. We also have archery deer season that opens tomorrow. We had dove season open today. Meteorological fall is also the start here today on September 1st. So now we're keeping track of climate data for the fall months, September, October, and November. Very busy time. Mother Nature's flipping the script, keeping us in the summer-like weather as we go through it. 89 was the high today in Lexington, 90 Richmond and Danville. It was toasty out there, something we're going to repeat into tomorrow. Temps now in the low 70s. Still upper 70s here in Lexington, but we are going to drop down into the 60s overnight tonight before we rebound back towards 90 again tomorrow. That's going to be another toasty forecast for Kentucky versus Ball State. At noon, we're going to have kickoff, 82, mostly sunny. The sun strong. Bring your sunscreen or put some on before you head out. Halftime, still hot and even hotter. We're going up towards the upper 80s, maybe even 90 tomorrow as we go through the weekend. It just continues to climb. For Labor Day, partly cloudy to mostly sunny, 92, and it is going to be humid. We're looking at the muggy meter sitting in the stuffy, 2 muggy category, somewhere in there. Shouldn't go into the oppressive category this weekend, but still enough to feel that difference on the sweat meter. We've got high pressure. This is the main reason it's going to last all the way into next week. It just sits there and acts as a heat dome. We're talking 90s Sunday through Wednesday next week. Below 90 again Thursday, but then we go right back to it as we head into next weekend. High pressure in the area. A couple of storms going through the deep south. They are kicking up just a few high clouds for us. Not anticipating seeing a ton of that as we head into tomorrow. Mostly sunny skies for us throughout the day, and then we rinse and repeat over the course of the next several days. Grab the Fox 56 Weather Authority app to follow you around through this Labor Day weekend, and it'll keep you up to date on all the forecast needs of heat and sun that we're going to be having. That 7-day forecast continues to be nice for us too. Down the line, it's September, but it looks like July. And that's what we get. Next chance for isolated storms doesn't come back until we get maybe a slight chance there next Thursday. Marvin, Andrea?
Thank you, Justin. Well, yesterday we talked to you about a tomato throwing festival in Spain, and tonight's talker, we're taking things to the next level.
Yeah, in El Salvador, they roll rags into balls, soak them in gasoline, and light them on fire. Onlookers cheer as men with painted faces and masks throw the rags at each other during their Fireball Festival.
Looks more like a riot. The festival was created to commemorate a volcanic eruption that occurred in 1658 and forced residents to abandon their small town located about 18 miles from San Salvador. It's also considered a tribute to the divine clash between good and evil.
Well, oh my gosh. I wasn't ready for that.
I'll stick with the tomato throwing.
Yeah, that's more my speed too. Well, the day is finally here. Tomorrow marks the return of UK football.
When we come back, how students are getting ready to cheer on the Cats.
Download the Fox 56 Weather Authority app today.
Football is finally back on Fox 56. Countdown to kickoff with the Kentucky Taste Buds. We've got tailgate treats that will score, fun fanware you're going to love, and voting for the hottest quarterback. Now that's what I call fantasy football. Join us in the Bud Zone.
All next week on Live from Chevy Chase, sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook. Fox 56, the Weather Authority, is sponsored by Bryant Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical. Call Bryant 365 days a year for repairs, replacements, and service on all the systems that drive your home comfort. One call, Bryant Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical.
This is our call to inaction, to answer the call of the recliner.
We're getting takeout because we've been out all day long.
It's the Labor Day sale. Save up to 40% store-wide. Lazy Boy, long live the lazy.
6 months after Andy Bashir commuted the sentence of this predatory felon, Nathan Nichols struck again, sexually abusing a young child, not even 12. One door opens, another door shuts. Another Bashir victim, brutalized by the bad judgment of a criminal coddling governor.
It is nonviolent, non-sex offenders.
Bashir was wrong, and for far too many victims, it's too late to make it right. School Freedom Fund is responsible for the content of this ad.
Do you feel joy at the sight of Arby's?
Or Glee when deals start at $1 from 2 to 5 p.m.? Well then, look at all this happiness! Arby's, we have the meat.
Whoa! Big news! DraftKings Sportsbook is coming to Kentucky. You'll be so dialed into every play that you forget to eat your wings. You made my wings cold, DraftKings. Flailing your arms like you can disrupt the free throw. Miss, fool! And a home run will have you crying like it's the birth of your child. I'm so happy.
DraftKings Sportsbook is coming to Kentucky. New customers, download the app now to get $200 in bonus bets when we go live. Because life's more fun when you're in on the action. The crown is yours.
Yeah.
This is our call to inaction. To answer the call of the recliner.
We're getting takeout because we've been out all day long.
It's the Labor Day sale. Save up to 40% store-wide. Lazy Boy, long live the lazy.
Hey, got a minute? Download the Fox 56 News app to get up-to-the-minute news alerts and the Weather Authority forecast.
Sponsored by the Kentucky Lottery.
The UK football team will hit the field tomorrow against Ball State with kickoff set for noon.
Tyler Melito stopped by campus today to gauge the excitement level among students.
A new UK football season is just one day away, and safe to say the vibe here on campus is high.
Football games are definitely like my favorite part. It's what makes going to class all week worth it. You know, you gotta go, you gotta battle, you gotta grind for 5 days, and then every Saturday having a catter day is like the cherry on top.
Yeah, I actually chose UK based on like how like fun the sports are and how like sports oriented the school is, so I'm super excited.
Pumped, I'll tell you that. If we don't get to 8 to 9 wins this year, I'm gonna be one sad puppy.
I'm excited. I feel like we have a good team coming in. I feel like they've been practicing, they've been getting ready. Can't say we might win a championship, but we can come close.
More experienced Wildcats have wise words for the newest members of Big Blue Nation.
Show up and show out and stay, because I've seen it how, like, after halftime, half the student section leaves.
Don't rush State Street.
And of course, everyone has a prediction.
As a realist, I'm gonna say like 10-2, 9-3.
Hopefully a lot of wins.
Yes,
you know?
a lot of wins.
A lot of
I
celebrations.
Think so. A lot of celebrations post-game.
9-3. 9-3. We got Bam, we got Georgia. But like everybody else should be fine. Everybody else, Cats by 90.
Undefeated, no other thing.
Sure seems like it's going to be a lot of fun this football season. You heard some of the predictions. I'm going to go with 10-2, but it's going to be a great season all the way around. Fox 56 News will have all your coverage throughout the course of the season and on Saturday for game day. You're not going to want to miss it. Reporting in Lexington, Tyler Melito, Fox 56 News.
Stay with us for 5 things to know before you go to bed.
Including planning to travel this Labor Day weekend, how many people are expected to be out on the road.
You're watching Fox 56 News. Our home, your news.
Happy Baby here at Surplus Sales. We have kitchen and bath cabinets in stock and ready to take home today. And they're all wood. Now that would make anybody happy, like me. Surplus Sales Flooring in Corbin, Kentucky.
Daniel Cameron says it's
one of the first things I will do as governor.
Bringing back former Governor Matt Bevin's ruthless Medicaid plan, threatening to take away coverage from over 95,000 Kentuckians, punishing working parents, putting rural hospitals in danger of shutting down.
This sounds very similar to something that Governor Matt Bevin tried.
Well, absolutely.
Denying people coverage, devastating rural health care.
Something that Governor Matt Bevin tried.
Well, absolutely.
Cameron's absolutely wrong for Kentucky.
Make a community connection with UK Healthcare. Tuesdays on the Fox 56 Morning News, get the latest in family health and wellness from the experts. UK Healthcare. Extraordinary care is right here.
You need to come see us at Burke Furniture during our Labor Day sale with bigger discounts, which means bigger savings. Plus, get 0% financing for 24 months. Incredible savings on quality furniture like Bernhardt, Craftmaster, Hooker, and Flex Steel, up to 60% off. With huge Labor Day deals on everything in our store. Over 65,000 square feet of furniture and mattresses. And most items are in stock and ready to be delivered. The Burke Furniture Labor Day sale, now celebrating 60 years.
Recovery is strength.
Recovery is courage.
For me, recovery's freedom. My road to recovery is full of pain.
It redeemed me from a life of pain, darkness, and complete oblivion.
Recovery showed me a strength I didn't know that I had.
Addiction is part of my past, and my past has been redeemed.
Find the courage to live a healthier you.
For strength against addiction, visit landmarkrecovery.com
or call 866
Landmark today.
You see the worst of the worst in this job, but I do it to bring justice for victims and help them move on with their lives. When a woman or girl becomes pregnant from rape, the trauma is unimaginable. Daniel Cameron thinks a 9-year-old rape survivor should be forced to give birth. Nobody, no child, should ever have to go through that. Cameron believes rapists deserve more rights than their victims. That's extreme, and it's dangerous.
This Friday through Monday only, we're opening our doors for our big Labor Day sale at Lexington Overstock Warehouse. This stylish reclining sofa by Ashley is just $588. Plus, take advantage of 12 months interest-free financing. Go to LexingtonOverstockWarehouse.com now for more details.
Happy Baby here at Surplus Sales. We have kitchen and bath cabinets in stock and ready to take home today. And they're all wood. Now that would make anybody happy, like me. Surplus Sales Flooring in Corbin, Kentucky.
Tap the app. Download the Fox 56 Weather Authority app now.
A caffeine crackdown, robots replacing dogs, and Labor Day travel prediction.
Here are 5 things to know before you go to bed. A new survey shows about 52% of homeowners say they want to move, but only 14% believe they can on their desired timelines. Researchers say homeowners are in an affordability spiral because of high mortgage rates. Buyers are also facing a housing inventory shortage.
Some pediatricians and parents want the U.S. to ban the sale of high caffeine energy drinks to minors. They say the drink should be treated like alcohol and cigarettes. Some products have as much as 200 milligrams of caffeine. Caffeine side effects on kids included rapid heart rates, headaches, and seizures.
Interest on federal student loans resumed today for the first time in more than 3 years. Borrowers have until October 1st before payments are due again. Bills are expected to be sent out at least 21 days before the first due date. The Biden administration says it will not penalize borrowers who miss payments during the first year.
In the near future, robotic dogs could replace actual canines as service animals for people who are blind and visually impaired. The dogs are outfitted with special room mapping sensors, which use cameras and lasers to identify its surroundings. Those sensors are also critical in ensuring the dog reacts to unexpected objects that may cross its path.
And the last holiday weekend of summer is here. Millions of Americans are getting out of town. 14 million people are expected to take to the skies this weekend. But experts say even more folks will be driving to their destination. If you're hitting the road, AAA suggests leaving in the early morning or late afternoon to avoid heavy traffic. There you go. 5 things to know before you go to bed.
If you're staying in town for this holiday weekend, expect it to be a little hotter, right?
It's going to be toasty, yeah. We got temps going into the upper 80s to 90 the next several days, almost all week, next week and into next weekend. So summer's sticking around.
It is indeed. All right, well, that's all from us, but don't go anywhere.
Our sports team is up next with tonight's Home Team Friday Nights. Have a great Labor Day weekend.
Sunsets in September, combined with football fall weather. It's the feel of a football Friday night as the calendar turns yet another page. Week 3, always packed with some rivalry games, along with some out-of-district and out-of-region play. Trying to find the groove as the season continues to roll on. Home Team Friday Nights, Week 3 begins right now.
Live from Fox 56 Sports, this is Home Team Friday Nights.
Welcome into Home Team Friday Nights. I'm Mitch Brown alongside Michael Epps. Week 3, we are just rolling through this season. Yeah, in the blink of an eye, we'll be in December at Kroger Field. But
last week was brutal, right? With the weather, nothing going, so it feels good to have some games.
Jam-packed for sure, so we're not going to waste too much time. Let's get to the first game. One of the best games of the slate this week.
Yeah, a ton of really good games here in town. Lexington Catholic, big one. This is the first season for Nick Bosch coming over from St. X. Dominant win over Madison Central last week after losing the opener, but a tough assignment tonight facing Corbin's Cade Elam. The Louisville baseball commit, pretty good quarterback too, sneaks it in there in the third quarter to put the Red Hounds up 30-10.
Wow.
Then on defense, you got the Smith twins. We've heard their name. Jared is number 99 right there, the D lineman. Jacob wearing number 0, the edge rusher. Look at this hit right here. Ooh, puts a licking on Jackson Wasik right there. Both of these guys committed to Michigan, right? They just transferred down here. They just got granted eligibility the day of the regular season opener, August 18th, by the KHSAA. So these guys are both huge, physical. They're fast. Mark Stoops and company going to try their best to flip them to Kentucky. Vince Marrow and Brad White are on the primary recruiting assignment. That'll be interesting, Mitch. But for this game, Corbin rolls 30-10.
All right, great crossing. They came down to Henry Clay to take on the Blue Devils. Both teams trying to get their first win on the board. Henry Clay out the gate. Rohan Taylor flushed out of the pocket, but finds Luke DiNardo. That is a touch that streaking across the field, gets him in stride for an impressive play, but the drive stalls out after that. And the Devils, though, they look for answers. And speaking of answers, Jeremiah Clark is like, man, I'll do it myself. Taking it outside, outruns the Devils there on the way to the end zone. You see the stretch. It is good. 6 points there for great crossing. They go on to trounce Henry Clay 41-0.
Tough one for them. Good bounce back from Great Crossing after losing Scott County. All right, let's head down to Titletown, the city of champions. Danville taking on Boyle County at Admiral Stadium. You know it's going to be a good packed house, though. These are rivals, right? This is city versus
Big
county.
Time.
They love to see it. Trophy's nice, too. Bragging rights on the line, which Boyle County normally gets. But Danville's got talent. Rebels off to a fast start. Montaven Quisenberry. We heard his name all fall on the show, and we're going to continue to hear his name all fall this year. Powers through. You like to see it there. Another good time move. Avery Bodner on the ground and pound, getting in the end zone. Sage Dawson, the guy's got talent, hands it off to Bodner as well. He's one of the better running backs, I think, in this region, Mitch. He's got a number of talented weapons on that offense. Boyle County goes on to win the 5th straight game over the Ats, 56-0. That's a tough one.
Wow, how about this? Madison Southern, Madison Central game between them. Of course, that's a big-time rivalry right there, but watch this. You got your guy going boom, 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 just rumbling.
Mitch, I'm telling you, I was here. This was probably the worst first quarter of football I've ever seen in my life.
Yes,
the Tiger shirt was absolutely hilarious.
That is a perpetual mood right there.
The Eagles finally punch it in there in the start of the second quarter. Now, of course, that's a tough rivalry for this team. Obviously, Central has been rolling there, so we're going to get you that final score later in the show, but that's a tough bounce back, season for Southern, and Central have been struggling without Jaden West, without Hagan Harrison.
It's been tough for Madison Central this year, winless, but Madison Southern as well struggling. So they're trying to get on the right tracks. We got a lot more to get to. Got Nicole Hutchison. She's at Woodford County's game tonight. Our game of the week coming up on Home Team Friday nights.
From Fox 56 Sports, you're watching Home Team Friday nights.
Tap the app. Download the Fox 56 Weather Authority app now.
Live, get ready to rock. Playing in your town, it's the biggest show ever.
One place with lightning, another place with boom. Play something we can dance to.
The Big Bang Theory.
Weeknights at 6 and 7:30 on Fox 56.
Your time is important, so when air conditioning issues happen, you need help now. Call Bryant.com. We'll fix your AC and get you back to what's important in life for all your heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric needs.
Call Bryant.com.
My brother Tim was paralyzed at Disney World. We got to see what happens when you're poor and you got a big injury, and we ended up hiring the wrong lawyer. When I see these clients in my lobby, I see my brother Tim, and I don't want him or them to ever have that kind of representation. I want them to have their best chance of winning and the best chance to put their life back together the best way they can.
When dry eye symptoms keep coming back, inflammation might be to blame. Over-the-counter eye drops can provide temporary relief. Zydra can provide lasting relief. It targets inflammation that can cause dry eye disease. Zydra treats the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease. Don't use if allergic to Zydra. Common side effects include eye irritation, discomfort or blurred vision when applied, and unusual taste sensation. Why wait? Ask your doctor about a 90-day prescription and pay as little as $0. Zydra.
It's Furniture World Superstore's Labor Day sale. Beautiful furniture, comfortable mattresses, in stock, in style, on sale. Yours up to 50% off, plus no interest for 2 years. Now's the best time to get your home ready at incredible Labor Day savings up to 50% off. Furniture World has just what you need to create the perfect look in any room. And comfortable mattresses. Labor Day sale price up to 50% off, plus no interest for 2 years during the Labor Day sale on now at Furniture World Superstore.
You fought with honor. You served with pride. And your sacrifices will never be forgotten. At Gash Memorial Chapel in Lawrenceburg, serving veterans and their families is something we take great pride in doing. We want to help you honor our heroes and pay tribute to those who served our country. Arrangements can be made over the phone from the comfort of your home. Call us today to learn about veterans benefits you may be entitled to. Gash Memorial Chapel. We're committed to serving your family with compassion.
Your time is important, so when air conditioning issues happen, you need help now. Call Bryant.com. We'll fix your AC and get you back to what's important in life for all your heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric needs.
Call Bryant.com.
Football is finally back on Fox 56. Countdown to kickoff with the Kentucky Taste Buds.
All next week on Live from Chevy Chase, sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook.
This is the Bourbon County Pep Club, and this is home team Friday night.
Yeah, solid. Yeah, love to see it. Central had a great student section. You're going to see it later. They did lose, though, 18-6. It's a tough start for Coach Blair and the Indians. They've been getting outscored like 95-27 in these first 3 weeks. That's not how you want to do it.
A lot of ball left. You know what we say here on Home Team Friday nights. A lot of games to get to. Woodford County, our game of the week came out to Meek Mill's Dreams and Nightmares.
Nice.
Mixed by Lexington's own KY Engineering. We knew things were going to get scary tonight out the gate. He got the run game going with Garrick Lewis. 43-yard touchdown, put the Jackets on the board. 7-zip. They got a safety on the next drive. They went up 9-zip. Still first quarter. DJ Dumas, boom, boom, just rumbles into the end zone from 5 yards out. 16-0. And then check it out. Andrew Nation. We got Nation back. Good for another year. Showing off the legs tonight. He's got an arm, but he's got a shoulder too. 10-yard run there from QB1. Woodford County led 37-zip at half. They get the win tonight, 43-6. And now it is dark. Let's get her on the screen now before she gets out of Community Stadium. Nicole Hutchison, of course, this game tonight, Hutch, was a big one for Woodford County to get back on track.
Yeah, definitely. A win that obviously head coach Dennis Johnson wanted to see. But, you know, these two teams, when you look at them on paper, how they stack up against each other, Mitch and Michael, I mean, you see Woodford County has them beat just because of the pieces that they have on both sides of the ball. So before this game, I asked head coach Dennis Johnson, Woodford head coach, you know, what do you want to see out of a game like this? He said, against Bullitt East, we had too many penalties, so I want to see them play disciplined football. I want to see us take care of the football, and I want to see us execute in the red zone, and nearly perfect in the red zone in the first half today. They put up 37 points offensively. Defensively, only gave up one first down the entire first half. Even capped it off with a 65-yard kickoff return from Braxton Glanzer in the final seconds of this game. This team's been sitting on a loss for 2 weeks, and they are finally happy they got a win tonight, guys.
It feels good. I always get a good win. We just want to be able to come out and play. You know, I have a lot of respect for WB Du Bois, man. I've been in that position. When I first got here, we had some hard times, so it was just good for our guys to get a win. We hadn't played in a few weeks, so just to get back out there and knock some of the rust off. Any win's a good win, but we've got a great competition. Hope it's a packed house next week. We're going to need it against a good team coming in from California.
Yeah, they do have a test from a team, Warren High School. They won their conference championship last year, so they'll be coming into town to take on Woodford County. So, of course, they want to see this build off of this game tonight, but big win for them. That'll do it here at the Dark in Versailles, guys. Nicole Hutchison reporting. Back to you guys in the studio.
Love it.
Get home safely, for sure.
And they love that Douglas is out of Class 5A.
Yeah.
So they really have an opportunity. They lost some guys. But they got an opportunity to do something special there.
Absolutely. Let's take a look down the road here. Another entity.
Yeah, back here, Dunbar. They got a sneaky good team, right? They hosting Collins early on. They look crisp at the senior. Ethan Teal scans the defense and finds Trey Berry for the touchdown. Basically untouched. You love to see that. That's a senior-to-senior connection.
Yes, sir.
But after that, that would be all Titans in this one. Turning it around, Teal tries to find an open man, throws it up, but it's picked off by Marquise Chase. This was the turning point in the game. A lot of momentum shifting there, and Collins, they would run up that score, 48-13, the final over the Bulldogs.
Over to Tate Street now, just a beautiful night, as we said. That sunset in September. It does something, friends. We start halfway through the first. North Oldham back to pass, and it's picked off by Brody Dunham. If his name is Brody, I want him on my football team. Returned all the way down to the 5-yard line. Commodores at the center court. Field goal, a little lack there, but little doink there. Coach Hawks getting his guys tapped back into the game. Just 3 plays later, pays off. Andrew Witherington winds it up, launches deep to a wide open Senator Clay, and he will take it all the way to Congress for the score. Tate's Creek fans fired up the student section deep. And then right on before the half, Witherington, 50-yard scramble for 6 more. 3-0 now on the season. Watch out for Tate's Creek. They go on to win 42-0.
Culture, go Talks.
Yeah, he's doing some things. How about Connor beating Lafayette 34-7? Sayre 14-0 win over Ludlow tonight.
Yeah, also still in progress. Out of town, West Jess and East Jess, both with some tough games. West Jess loses to Harrison County. They're still in progress, 28-21, and a tough loss for the Jags, 43-2 against Henry County.
All right, when we come back, Inside Access is back. We've got some more games to get to. Stick around. Your plays of the week still coming up as well. Home Team Friday Nights rolls on after this break.
We are Lexington Catholic cheerleaders, and you're watching Home Team Friday Nights.
From Fox 56 Sports, you're watching Home Team Friday Nights.
For News Nation, every city, every community has a voice. Those voices represent the everyday American experience.
When you bring together a team of people who understands not what the big metropolitan cities care about, but the heartland all across America, you get such a diverse way of storytelling that you're not finding on any other network. And I think that's what has set us apart.
That's why we're News for All America.
Morning in America, weekday mornings at 6/5 Central on News Nation.
This is our call to inaction, to answer the call of the recliner.
And we're getting takeout because we've been out all day long.
It's the Labor Day sale. Save up to 40% store-wide, plus 0% interest until 2027.
We will take a load off by loading up on snacks.
Hurry in. Labor Day sale going on now. Lazy Boy. Long live the lazy.
Daniel Cameron's attacks on Governor Beshear are wrong.
I spent 32 years in law enforcement. Beshear followed Trump's lead for early release of nonviolent offenders during COVID.
Andy Beshear is the best governor for law enforcement in my lifetime. He don't preach, party. More state troopers, raises for cops, and anything that we need. Beshear gets it done.
I'm a Republican, and Andy Beshear is doing everything he can to keep our community safe.
And we can count on him to have our backs.
This is your wake-up call. To start your morning with a delicious DQ biscuit sandwich. Made to order with your choice of sizzling Purnell sausage or mouth-watering hickory smoked bacon. Stacked up with a warm egg and topped off with a fluffy home-style buttermilk biscuit. Oh, this biscuit sandwich is so good, it almost makes you wish the alarm would go off a little earlier. Almost. Kickstart your day with a DQ biscuit sandwich made just for you. DQ, happy tastes good.
Get a career in less than a year. The College for Technical Education in Lexington offers training in these in-demand medical fields: medical assistant and medical massage therapy. Online, evening, and weekend options available. Apply now at cte.edu. Get a career in less than a year. The College for Technical Education's Lexington campus offers training in these in-demand fields: building trades technician, business operations, medical assistant, and information technology support. Apply now at cte.edu.
When I gave birth to my daughter, I started hemorrhaging.
After being diagnosed with cancer, I needed surgery and chemotherapy.
I was diagnosed with sickle cell anemia as a baby.
I needed a blood transfusion.
I needed multiple transfusions.
I've needed many transfusions.
The Kentucky Blood Center saves lives by facilitating donations locally.
A blood donor saved my life.
A blood donor saved my life.
A blood donor saved my mom's life.
Well, Master Central Student Section, you're watching Home Team Friday Night.
That's it. That's it. That's the example right there. We want to know who is the littest student section, so we'll continue the tour next week.
Last year, I think they had the best one that we got all year. I don't know if that one is top notch. We got to see what the rest got, but they're big time.
A lot of ball to be played. There was some ball tonight at Paris. It was a great game between Hazard and Paris. Stick around. The Greyhounds get the first look at inside access this season.
Listen to me, all right? Hey, 33 years they've been on our ass, you understand? Ain't no different in Frankfurt, all right? Yes, sir. It's just there tonight. Y'all got it? Yes, sir. All right, baby, it's on y'all, all right? Let's go. Hold on. Let's get it 2 by 2. We ready? Hey, we already ready. Get right, Jack. Let's go.
Yeah, they started with some juice. Let's head to the field. The Greyhounds tight coming out onto the field. Juiced up, as we said. Hazard, though, they would strike first. That guy right there has a nice arm on him. The game was choppy. Not a lot of rhythm early on, but Max Pelfrey finds his guy while getting blasted in the end zone. Nice concentration.
Stay in there. Love the toughness.
Yeah. 6-0 Hazard. The doctor, Schwartz, is Ivan in there as well. You know he's there. Paris is playing. Elijah Webb, a game changer, makes this clutch play to give Paris life deep in Hazard territory. Steps out of bounds, but no score on this drive. Paris, though, scores 22 unanswered in this game. Of course, they score after I leave. They improved to 3-0 ahead of a big one next week against Montgomery County and Moco. They were at Boco tonight, Cotton Corral Stadium. They were up 20-0 until Boco scored before the half. Then on the ensuing kickoff, right before the break, hello, Landon Wilson. Ooh. Jukes out the camera, jukes out some defenders, almost houses this one. What a great position that Montgomery County got put in. But next snap, Robitussin coughs it up. That was a consistent thing for Moco, but they get inside the 5, they turn it over, but they still roll easily tonight, 42-6.
Man, Ivan doesn't have much problem of deciding which game to go to. That Paris team is for real. They're going to be a lot of fun to watch here in Class 1A. All right, let's wrap it up in Lincoln County with the Patriots looking for an early season statement win against Scott County all the way up in 5A. The Cardinals, though, taking it to the Pats. Jacob Fryman, Lauren. Boom. You love to see that. Oh, weight room. Stepping over defenders like it's nothing. The one defense, Scott County making it tough. Ben Camp all over Sawyer Horton for the sack. The Cards got the Thunder with Fryman and the Lightning with Payne Garrett. Way to go, big fella. There you go. Blocking for him to go out there and a house call into the end zone. 52-20, a 3-2 win.
52-20 to win, 3-0 on the season, Scott. They're rocking right now, for sure. All right, when we come back, plays of the week. It's that time. We'll wrap up week 3 up next.
From Fox 56 Sports, you're watching Home Team Friday nights. If it's the pros, the Cats, or Home Team Friday nights, Fox 56 has your team covered. Don't wait up for scores and highlights. Catch Mitch Brown with sports every night on the Fox 56 News at 10. Sponsored by Arby's.
Happy Baby here at Surplus Sales. We have pre-finished solid hardwood flooring in several colors and widths. In stock and available today. Now that will make you happy, like me. Surplus Sales in Corbin, Kentucky.
Corvin's Furniture and Flooring has been family-owned and operated for over 35 years. That's why we've been dedicated to creating comfortable and beautiful spaces for families to cherish. With a wide selection of furniture and durable flooring solutions, we can transform your house into a home with your unique style and budget. As a family-owned business, we offer competitive prices without compromising on quality. Join thousands of satisfied families who trust us to create lifelong memories. Visit Corvin's Furniture and Flooring in Bardstown and Lexington today to make your dream home a reality.
6 months after Andy Bashir commuted the sentence of this predatory felon, Nathan Nichols struck again, sexually abusing a young child, not even 12. One door opens, another door shuts. Another Bashir victim, brutalized by the bad judgment of a criminal coddling governor.
It is nonviolent, non-sex offenders.
Bashir was wrong, and for far too many victims, it's too late to make it right. School Freedom Fund is responsible for the content of this ad.
Big trucks can cause big wrecks.
I'm attorney Daryl Isaacs, the Hammer. Big truck wrecks don't just happen with 18-wheelers. Delivery trucks like this have caused thousands of accidents. And when dump trucks like this lose control on the highway, the consequences can be deadly. So if you've been injured by a dump truck, delivery truck, 18-wheeler, or any kind of big truck, I'll fight to get you every dollar you deserve.
Big truck wreck, call 877-ALL-7.
One call, that's all.
Toyota's national sales event is on. Make the most of summer with a new Toyota.
We want the Great Tacoma.
Great Tacoma coming in hot.
On it. Highlander Hybrid.
Highlander Hybrid on the double hay.
Here we go.
That Red RAV4.
Run a Red RAV4.
Hit the deck.
Now that's how you holler.
Make some legendary memories in the powerful and efficient new Sequoia, or the biggest, most capable Tundra ever, with the best resale value, plus 2 years no-cost maintenance.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Happy Baby here at Surplus Sales. We have pre-finished solid hardwood flooring in several colors and widths, in stock and available today. Now that will make you happy, like me. Surplus Sales in Corbin, Kentucky.
Arby's doesn't allow unhappiness from 2 to 5 p.m. The foods are plentiful, the deals start at $1, and the frowns, oh, they better be upside down. Arby's, we have the meat.
Welcome back in the Home Team Friday nights, your stop for high school sports here in Lexington and all across Central and Eastern Kentucky. Our 3 plays of the week. Let's get to play number 1.
Yeah, we had a good one there for the Corbin. I got to show it again because it was just good. The sense, the ball skills for that D lineman, Jared Smith, who could find his way in Lexington for playing for Kentucky. I don't know. We'll see. But big time play for him as Corbin beats Lexca. Second one out here, Kane Garrett for the Scott County game. As we showed you earlier, flashy for the Cardinals. He houses this one all the way to the end zone. As I said, O-line, you got to give him credit. The big fella's blocked, gave him a hole to drive the truck through. That's a good win, 56-20 over Lincoln County. They're 3-0, and they are rolling.
Wide open Senator Clay here from Tate's Creek. He's going to take it all the way in for the score there. Great play, great throw, great connection right there. You can vote online at fox56news.com after this and leading up till Tuesday. All right, we got Kentucky at home tomorrow.
Big one.
Prediction?
They're going to win big. 35-10.
All right.
45.
We'll see you same time next week, folks. For Michael Epps, I'm Mitch Brown. For everybody that made this show happen, appreciate you. Have a great weekend. Stay safe, folks.